Hello there, I'm Diabosito, and thank you so much for staying with SABC News. It's now time for SME On Point. So, in case you've missed it, we are excited to share with you that SME On Point was awarded with a distinguished youth YAEI, they call it a YAEI Enabler Award. This is the Young African Entrepreneurs Enablers Award. The accolade celebrates organizations such as ourselves here at the SABC that champion the success of emerging enterprises, and we are thrilled that we are recognized for our role, because here at the SABC we are committed to the advancement of youth entrepreneurship through this SME On Point slot. So the gala dinner were hosted as part of the Youth Entrepreneurship Week, hosted by YAEI, and they showcased small businesses and some of them, and the several activities that they took a part in. As you can see, Bianca and I were very, very happy about this award. Now, the CEO of the Young African Entrepreneurs Alliance, Risuna Maluleke, joins me on the line. Now, Risuna, thank you so much for joining us here on SME On Point. I was just telling the viewers about how thrilled we are about this award that you have bestowed upon us. But this week was not really only about us, but it was about young African entrepreneurs. And you had a whole week of celebrations and also showcasing the kind of businesses that young people are doing. Tell us about the kind of businesses that were showcased there and what's on offer for those that are looking into starting businesses this festive season. They may be still going back to school now during school holidays, and the type of businesses that are there for them to begin.
Thank you very much for having us, and good afternoon, and good afternoon to the listeners and the viewers at home. And yes, of course, we had quite a festive week of the Youth Entrepreneurship Week last week in partnership with ABSA, where basically this YAEI Times ABSA Youth Entrepreneurship Week looks at celebrating and showcasing youth entrepreneurship as part of celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Month. We had quite a number of businesses that are being showcased there, ranging from, manufacturing, that is in the food and beverage space. We had others that are coming from the technology space, where in partnership with Visa, we were showcasing some of the businesses that we call the emerging innovators that are coming from our program that is, currently ongoing, a 12 months enterprise support, looking at about 30 enterprises that are being funded. Yeah. We're looking at giving direct funding for some of those businesses. So the week was just basically about that, showcasing as well as celebrating, and also engagement in closing some of the gaps that exist in the entrepreneurship developments pertaining to young people.
Yeah. So obviously we were not the only ones that you identified as enablers. There were other big organizations included. There were also universities. How important is it that platforms such as this one and universities and companies come together to enable entrepreneurship among the youth?
Look, our approach is basically an ecosystem-driven approach to youth entrepreneurship development, where we believe that now as society, there has been the quadruple helix, and then now we're moving forward in terms of, how do we bring different stakeholders, that is the community, that is the university or other institutions of learning and research, as well as corporations. And for us, it is quite important that all of us come together, because each and every institution that we bestowed recognition to has played some sort of a role, in enabling the work that we're doing. I mean, we've been taking interviews at SABC, SME On Point, and also we have other funding partners such as ABSA, as I've mentioned, your Central, Energy Fund, looking at also your WNR CETA, and then now we're joined by the Competition Commission, as well as the IDC and CEDFA. When we look at all these, some of them are funding institutions, and then also banks come in, for example, as financial inclusion enablers, because there's more that a bank gets to offer than just like a person doing deposits, and also just like, accessing funding. Yeah. But the role of universities, particularly, they become our hosts. I mean, this year, in partnership with the Northwest Department of Economic Development, we launched an entrepreneurship hub for Northwest Province, and it is now being hosted at the Northwest University. And we'll be doing some of these initiatives, expanding into the different provinces. Okay. And when we go on our tours, that is the YAEI Times ABSA Youth Entrepreneurship Tour, we are able to then be hosted by these universities. Yeah. So that is the essence of the different parties coming on board, including small or medium enterprises such as IX Engineers, coming to support. Yes.
Risuna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being the friend of the show as well. We really appreciate it. We hope that when you're watching at home, you can go to the YAEI website and see what kind of opportunities and support there is there that you can start your own businesses. But remember what I always say, support small businesses in your communities. Let's let those rands and cents circulate. Let's take a quick break.